welcome Courageous Capricorn. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do your April Tarot Astrology. Well, there's a lot going on in the world now, isn't there? Not so much in the heavens. It's like it's all been set up in a way it's going on the physical plane. But for you this month, we have a big drive in your zone or your house of finances and self-worth because Mars is in there all month. So this is about what you value, your value systems. And it also includes your money and your possessions, okay, as well as what you think about yourself, like how you value yourself. So it could be that you're coming to realize that you're worth more than what you've been getting in the past, okay? So you might have a fundamental inspiration or drive to achieve in a financial or in a physical way. All right, so I'm going to do tarot astrology. So that means a sort of combo between tarot cards and astrology, and also some psychic channeling. Let's go to the board now and have a look and see what we can see for you. First thing I'm going to do is draw two cards as themes for your month, the beginning of the month and the end of the month. Okay, so let's shuffle off these cards. All right, well, you didn't get to shuffle very much and out pops the sun. I've already shuffled them actually, but I always like to do it again so you can see that I'm shuffling them. Okay, so the sun, a lot of insight and awareness this month coming to you, okay? This could even bring you happiness and you could be feeling much better than what you have in March, thankfully. Okay, you'll see here the colours, you know, like this sort of reddy colour and this gold colour. Gold's a feature here. And there's also a sort of, although it's not yellow, I'm intuitively picking up that the solar plexus is involved as well. So this is your self-confidence and again your self-worth, and you know, perhaps a fatherhood figure could help you out in some way. It's normally like a masculine energy, but it could be a man. But if it's a woman that's helping you out, then she has a very well defined and developed masculine side to her. She could be a single woman who's been on her own for a while, and she's become more independent and more sort of autonomous, and she could be helping you out in some way if it's not a man. Okay, so that's the first half of the month in April, and that's a great way to start off. Now let's have a look at the end of the month, the second half of the month for Courageous Capricorns. Let's see what theme we can pick up for you before we look at your horoscope. Okay, all right. Okay, so Queen of Cups is a whole heap of cards, but I'm only going to go with the first one. The Queen of Cups. This is about your emotions coming up, and depending on your monitor, but that's actually blue and that's green. It's sort of like a combination, an aqua between the blue and the green. And this is your heart's desires being expressed. So the energy of your heart chakra coming up into your throat chakra. So you're talking about your deepest heart's desires. You're in touch with your subconscious. See all this water, this ocean down here? She's sitting on a conch shell and also has a shell at the back here. The Queen of Cups is somebody who can feel all her emotions. She's not afraid of them, and she is the boss of the wash. She is the queen, and so she can determine, you know, how she's going to deal with her emotions. So well done you if you can really relate to this card at a deep level. There's birds up here, seagulls in the sky. So taking a big picture view whilst still feeling all of the emotions of the cups. So the sky is the mind, the sky of mind, your thinking, your logical ability, and your emotions. Okay, there's also the soil there. So being grounded, not being, you know, airy-fairy off with the fairies. No, it's being grounded, being in touch with your subconscious, using your brain and feeling your emotions. So it's a very lovely, well-balanced card. Now, let's have a look at your horoscope. The 4th, we see Venus going into your 6th house here, from the 5th house into the 6th house. This is your everyday life, your everyday work, your habits, your routine. Perhaps you'll, have a pleasant and a smoother time than what you have previously. This could be your health and your well-being as well. And Venus often brings good luck. So if you've had some health issues, somehow they mightn't be as niggly. You might be feeling better. If you've been sick in March, there's an improvement in your health, most probably with Venus. At the very least, you feel better. Also, it brings good luck with work, and it gives you what I call the Venusian glow. So people are more sort of magnetically attracted to you, even if it's just on a friendship level, or you walk into the supermarket, presuming supermarkets are still open. They will be in Australia. I can't say for the rest of the world. Well, yeah, but they will be in Australia. And so even if you just walk in there, people pick something up off you, and it's pleasant and it's warm, and it's sort of like a breath of fresh air. It's something different that they notice about you. So that is a lovely, beautiful energy. Okay, so the 8th sees the full moon going into your 10th house here. This is career and reputation. Can be online reputation as well. With a full moon there, that brings transformation around your career. You may have recently, excuse me, no, I don't have coronavirus, but I do have this persistent cough that is ongoing for months now. Anyway, so full moon transformation. And if you've lost your job recently, there could be a whole lot of stuff coming up. Even if you're in a job, it's almost like maybe you're not sure that you're in the job that you're supposed to be in. So with this house here, this is about what makes your heart go bling, or what makes your heart sing. And if your current job is not doing that for you, you may decide that you leave in any event, and that you find something better. Okay, so stuff will come up for you to think about, so that you're doing what your soul really wants you to do. Okay, 12th sees Mercury joining the Sun in your 4th house here of home and family. That's the Sun, that's Mercury in his slips there. Okay, Mercury is messages and communications, and so you're likely to have a lot more to do with your family, or sorry, things around your home. Okay, and you could be renovating or decorating or doing something at home anyway. Maybe you're planting a garden bed, vegetables and things like that. That would be really wise at the moment to do that. Okay, buy your seeds now. Okay, please do. That way you can get them. So seedlings in Australia are now hard to get, but seeds are still available. So buy your seeds now, get your garden beds organised. But lots of messages and lots to do with the family. The 20th sees the Sun going into your 5th house. So when we get to the 20th of the month, the focus then becomes, maybe you've been really responsible at the beginning of the month and halfway through, and the focus then becomes your creativity and fun. It's time for some fun. We've got Uranus already in there, and Uranus sometimes is a bit volatile and a bit unpredictable. And you could be feeling like you want to have some leisure and pleasure, fun in the sun. It also brings romance, okay? So the 5th house is about romance. That might have been on your mind with Venus there earlier in the month. Then we see a new moon also in your 5th house. So that's a new start, okay? So normally I would say that this would bring more socialising and going out, but of course we shouldn't be going out now. We should be staying home as much as possible. It's really not a good idea to go out at the moment. and actually for some considerable time. So maybe it's online fun that you're having. In Australia now, it's a limit of 2 people when out and about. It can only be in groups of 2, unless it's your direct family that you live with. Okay, so it's really awkward, isn't it? Doing a reading, I have to, think all these government regulations and various stages of lockdown across the country and the world, in fact. But because you are spending time at home, you could be feeling more creative. Okay, so I've put here young love, and maybe it's love for yourself. Maybe, working in with what I was talking about at the beginning, your self-worth, and you realise that you're worth more. So that's exciting. Okay, so let's look at the cards now, and I'm going to pull some cards for each week of the month and do a bit of a psychic channeling, and also I'll summarise at the end and see what we come up with, Courageous Capricorn. All right, so for the first week of April, let's see. First week of April for Courageous Capricorn. All right, going with that one. Closing my eyes, I see the ocean. I see a wooden boat on the ocean, and it is making headway. The water is choppy, so it's a little bit rough in the subconscious here, what I'm looking at, but you are making progress. It's okay. You're not going to drown or anything like that. You're going to be fine, all right? I can see the sky, the clouds, it's dark. It's like it's early morning, like before the sun is just coming up. I can see just the barest hint of sunrise, and these sort of dark clouds that are, it's like it's been a storm overnight, and now that's passing. Okay, let's see. All right, so we come up with the star. This is a beautiful card, and it's about potential and all the hope for the future. Okay, this is like a young woman, a teenager, 18 to say 22, that type of age. She's sending her hopes and dreams out into the universe. She's in touch with her emotions. Again, we've got the focus on the aqua that I was talking about before. The combination of your heart's desires here being expressed through the throat chakra. You can see there, her mouth is open. She's blowing her hopes and dreams out into the universe. Talk to the universe, talk to God, or whatever words you want to say, whatever terminology you want to use, and send your wishes out. The angels hear every single thought that you actually utter. There's ocean down here, and she is on the sand, sending all of her hopes and dreams out. So that's the first week. So that's beautiful. Okay, second week of April for Courageous Capricorns. Second week. Where is that? Back to that one. Closing my eyes. I've got big focus on the yellow gold of the solar plexus. This is about taking action steps, being motivated, having credibility, being an authority for your own life, and fatherhood. But it's, when it's bright gold and yellow, very bright, this is like the beneficial side of the energy. All right, we've got the Page of Pentacles. This is good news around finances in the second week. Okay, it's also possessions, but action needs to be taken, but you will find an improvement or some good news coming to you about money or possessions. Okay, it's like you don't know everything about it because there's some hidden bits, but you know some things about it because there's some white bits, and the red is action. All right, third week of the month for Courageous Capricorn. Third week of the month for Courageous Capricorn. Going with that one. Dark green in the forest, and the feeling of, it's actually a strange feeling. It's life. The life of the trees and the animals. It's buzzing all around me. So this could be you getting in touch with your own body and your own vitality. Okay, and we've got the Two of Wands. Okay, this is about stepping out of a restrictive situation. Perhaps you've been on lockdown and something's happened, and maybe the lockdown is lessened where you are. So it's all different for different countries, and in Australia it's different for different states, as I understand in America it is as well. So something might happen, but restrictions are released, even if it's just the restrictions within you about what you think about yourself. There's action to be taken here. She's wearing a red cape. She's dressed in blue for expressing what she really wants. She's got a smudge stick there, so she's cleansing as she goes, spiritually detoxing and cleansing. We've got the earth up here in a balloon. So there's a spiritual aspect, but there's also a physical aspect. This is a stone wall, and you'll see how a big piece has just been removed so she could easily step out of the box. And it's wands, so it's about feeling more motivated. All right, now we're looking at the 4th week of the month for courageous Capricorns. 4th week of the month for courageous Capricorns. Going to go with that one. Closing my eyes now. Okay, I can see a ladder, but it's sideways. It's not actually vertical. So you might have to do a sideways step to get somewhere, but you will get somewhere. I see you like on the ladder on your hands and knees. The ladder is horizontal, so you're sort of crawling along. But you're getting there, okay? It's all right. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here with this. Okay, and we come up with the High Priestess. This is all about using your intuition, okay? And you'll see there she's got Torah there. It could be to do with organised religion, if that's your thing, or alternatively, it could be to do with your own religion, the religion of you. Following your own rules, listening to yourself. This is great for intuition and psychic ability, and you should always listen to yourself. Okay. It's interesting when other people tell you things. See if that confirms what you already believe. Please leave me a comment and let me know if what I'm saying, confirms what you already think. Okay. This is a great card, though. Now let's have a look at the last couple of days of the month for courageous Capricorns and see what comes out. Just looking, that one will do. Closing my eyes. I've got the sense of the earth. I can smell the earth. I've got the black earth here. It's like I'm in the... Oh, right. Okay, I know what I am. I'm a seed and I'm growing. Okay, I'm down deep and I'm sprouting. Okay, I haven't reached the surface of the soil yet. I'm still in the earth, but I am growing in the earth. Okay, so really great time to grow veggies now, and get your seeds planted in a seed box and then transplant them. And so this is about spiritual growth. Okay, it's like we've just been through winter, had all the bad news, and now it's like, well, how can we find a silver lining in this and do the best that we can possibly do in the circumstances. Okay, so this is new growth, new beginnings that is starting. And it's the moon. Okay, so this is about your subconscious, things coming up, being in touch with a much bigger aspect of yourself than before. Really paying attention to your dreams, your meditations, the little psychic flashes that you might have during the month. Often we're too busy, because we might be working or there's all manner of things happening, and we don't pay attention to those tiny little subtle nudges that we get. But towards the end of the month you'll be doing that, and you can see that the wolf here. The wolf is a teacher and teaching other people, and so by your own behaviour you can show others the way by listening to your own subconscious. So things coming up, but you'll notice here, so we've got 2 majors at the beginning and the end of the month, and then Pentacles, Wands, 3 majors, the High Priestess. Okay, so this is quite an important month. 3 majors out of 5, and your finances and your work feature along with motivation. Okay, so I'm back. Closing my eyes now to summarize the situation. Yes, I can see one door closing, and of course, as a door closes, another will open. I see candles, they're not lit. So maybe really think about your hopes and dreams. Maybe you've sort of lost touch with them and you haven't been focused on them. It is time to do that. And we did have hopes and dreams. Oh, that's the 11th house. Yeah, no, so you didn't have anything in there, but I'm seeing it's like, just a subtle encouragement, let's say, to focus on your hopes and dreams and to send that out into the universe like the star card indicates. Okay. I get the words "a new day dawns." So it's like our lives are irrevocably changed by the time we get through this. And I mean, this is not a short-term thing. This is going to go on for a long time. Please don't listen to these sort of reports saying it'll only be a few weeks. It'll be April. It's April tomorrow, I think. It'll be Easter. It'll be 3 months. This is a very long-term thing. I can just feel it. So by the time we get through it, our whole lives are going to be irrevocably changed, and we're going to discover things along the way and get our priorities more in order, because it's almost like, for example, I'm hearing a lot of languaging about, the economy. Yes, I know the economy is important. People's lives are more important than the economy, okay? Nobody wants to see the economy crash. But if that's what it takes to wake up, then Spirit's going to allow it so that people become more conscious about what's important. And what is important is looking after each other and looking after the earth and all her inhabitants. I'm just in a tunnel while I'm saying this, but I can see the sun, the light, the white light at the end of the tunnel while I'm saying it. And that's what we're headed to. We're headed to the light. Okay, well, please leave me a comment about how you're going and how you're coping at the moment. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to share this all around the world. That would be fabulous. Okay, have a very insightful month, courageous Capricorns, and thanks for listening. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.